the street lights lit this town like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it out. Tonight we gonna let it out. Tonight we gonna let it out. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it out.
Hi everybody! I am Shane Quintana Tormes and I am your Earth Angel from ATIMONAN, QUEZON. So I'm still waiting for my viewers here in Pageant Talk. Maraming salamat of course for inviting me here this afternoon. So I'm just waiting para sa iba pang viewers. Maraming salamat po for everyone na sasamahan ako this afternoon. Thank you so much guys. So I'm just waiting for other viewers to come. Maraming salamat sa aking first 7 viewers this afternoon. So, hi everybody. I am Shane Quintana Tormes, your Earth Angel from ATIMONAN, QUEZON. So, actually my friends and family used to call me Shane. So, mas kilala po ako as Shane Quintana Tormes. So, thank you so much po for every one of you who has been here with me. Hey, Migs! So, I'm still waiting for other viewers to come. So, sa ngayon siguro, let me share muna kung kamusta ang araw nyo. You can comment down below. Ang lakas mga vlogger. You can comment down. Share with me your day. How's your day? What makes you productive in these times? Sa akin naman, I've been busy doing my home workout. Mas naging eco-friendly ako because yung mommy ko meron dito mga indoor plants. So yun, pinagkakaabalahan namin. Mag-alaga ng mga dogs namin. We have furry companions dito sa bahay. Reading, of course, about the news, status about COVID-19, other precautionary measures that we can do and how to be of help sa ating mga kababayan na nangangailangan. So I think I've reached enough viewers. Let me introduce myself. Once again, I am Marie Sherry Ann Quintana Tormes, your Earth Angel from ATIMONAN, QUEZON. You can call me Shane. Mas kilala ako sa nickname ko na Shane. Thank you so much guys for being with me this evening. I'm encouraging every one of you to ask me questions, personal questions, happy questions, even questions about Mother Earth and things maybe that comes into your mind. I will answer that in the best of my ability. So, thank you to my 63 viewers. Hello po sa inyo lahat. I have actually my laptop here para din mas mabasa ko na mas malinaw because I have a bad eyesight, unfortunately. So, tell me, how's your day? You can comment down din po. And of course, be noted lang kayo sa mga sasabihin kong details kasi mamaya-maya po ako ay magpapagame. So, I'll be asking 5 questions. It's questions about the things that I've been talking about right now. At meron po akong prize na ibibigay sa mga kahula at makakapagbigay sa akin ng sagot. So, para mas maayos po natin ito, mas organized. So, the first viewer na makikita ko po at mababasa ko kung ano yung answer niya, yun na po yung i-consider ko na winner. Yung pinakauna ko pong makikita. Kasi for sure, makikita niyo yung answers ng iba. So, gagayahin siguro ng iba. So, yun po. Hi po from Sabah, Malaysia. Zanj Mahmood. Hello! Kamusta? So, I have here my other phone. I'll just use this para makita ko po kayo. Hi, Miss Zani Mahmood. Hello from Sabah, Malaysia. And of course, to Palawan, sa lahat ng mga taga-Palawan, hello, kamusta po kayo? So, I'm going to tell you things about my place. So, this year for Miss Philippines Earth, my advocacy is about sustainable ecotourism. I'm an avid fan of traveling in and out the country, and my first exposure to nature, I guess nung bata ako, yung lolo ko kasi, I was raised by my grandparents. Yung lolo at lola ko ay professional teachers. So sila din ay master girl and boy scout. So mga 4 or 5 years old ako, sinasama nila ako sa mga campings nila sa National Jamboree. So yun yung first exposure ko sa nature. It's very hard for a child siguro magta-tantrums, but for me, I've enjoyed it because it's a different playground for me. So mahilig din kasi nature tripping yung lola ko. So gustong-gusto niya lagi nagbabanding yung the rest of the family. And nung nag-adult na at medyo meron ng budget, nakapag-travel na din po ako. At mas na-hook ako sa nature when I first joined Miss Philippines Earth noong 2017. So another trivia about me is I've joined already Miss Philippines Earth noong 2017. So about sustainable ecotourism, I saw Mother Nature at its best and at its worst. So I'm actually been so much concerned of how will I able to further discuss of giving message to everyone to enjoy Mother Earth while not destroying it with respect and enough responsibility. So sana we could help hand in hand on protecting our Mother Nature and enjoy the beauty of it para naman ma-enjoy pa siya ng future generation. So about my place, okay, let's start the Q&A kasi may nakikita na akong mga nag-a-ask ng questions. So let me use my other phone to see the questions. Okay. From Alex Reyes. Why Miss Earth Philippines when you can very well outshine? Okay. So I chose Miss Philippines Earth because I believe that I am a good and willing spokesperson. So I've been very active in charitable works, voluntary works into different organizations, spread awareness, and environmental organizations that eventually equip me with information and tools that I could use to become an effective Earth warrior. I've been helping already and I've been using different platforms before to be able to further causes. And right now I've seen, since I've been very hooked to traveling and to have a nature trips, why not use the platform of Miss Philippines Earth in helping protecting the environment? So I know that I have the ability to become a good spokesperson. That's why this is another move for me to be of help to my nature, to my environment, to our planet. So that's why I chose Miss Philippines Earth right now, because I know that I have the ability to become a good and willing spokesperson, and I'm ready to fulfill the responsibilities at stake. Thank you. Okay, next question. Are you feeling pressured to get the Miss Philippines Earth crown since everyone is rooting for you? First and foremost, maraming salamat po. Nakaka-overwhelm yung support ang binibigay sa akin ever since I went from the screening ng January 28. I was not expecting that at all. With all humility po, that day, that morning, when I've decided that, okay, I will try again for the very last time, I was very hesitant and nervous because maraming worries, maraming doubts. It's already not just doubt with me, but of course, kung paano iti-take ng mga supporters yon and ng mga tao na nakakita na sa akin that I've been joining different national pageants before. But when you know that your intentions are good enough, that will push you hard to do something. So, ang nafe-feel ko lang ngayon is very overwhelmed. I'm just overwhelmed and sobrang masaya lang po na maraming tao yung nangangarap din na makapag-represent ako ng not just for my municipality but of course for our country, the Philippines. Kasi pangarap ko po talaga yun. Makasigaw ng Philippines! Thank you so much for that question, Daniel. So, I think I have to browse again for another question. Okay, I encourage every one of you to ask me personal questions. Okay, I have a question. Okay, I just have to greet this. Watching from La Union. Hi to Mark, Kenneth, Estacia, Soriano. Thank you so much for watching. So, guys, you could ask me questions about personal then. You can ask me happy questions or things that makes me productive during ECQ and, of course, about Miss Philippines Earth. Okay, I have another question here from Alex Reyes. As an Earth advocate, what would you contribute to lessen people who are going out even though there are directives from government not to leave their homes? Of course, the thing that you should think about this time is how to be a role model to these people. You just have to continuously remind them that it's not just them who's suffering nowadays. Every one of us are suffering and having a hard time. Make them feel that you are, even though that you're struggling like them, just be a role model that you are cooperating with the government, that we cannot do anything right now. If you can think of a plan or suggestions that would help this crisis to end, and I think the best part that you could do is just to cooperate with the government and set aside your political views or other runs that you would want to say, because this is the best time for us to unite, for us to practice the value, Filipino value of bayanihan, because we will never surpass this if there's only one or two people working hard to follow what the government is trying to send us as a message and as a guideline. So I encourage everybody to please stay at home. We need to unite, and we will surpass this adversity as one nation. Thank you for that question, Alex. Okay, I have another question from Paul Brian Lodovica. In this pandemic crisis, do you think national ID should be implemented in the Philippines? Why or why not? And how it will benefit the country and the people? You know, honestly, I am into national IDs because it will give everyone, every Filipino, the right for them to have and to receive what they needed, what kind of help they needed from the government. And it will be unorganized and systemized. It will be very systematic for us to follow. Like the government, hindi na sila mahihirapan. Like the DSWD with the amelioration happening right now, hindi na sila mahihirapan mag-distribute from the rightful people na pwedeng tulungan, kung sino yung urgent na dapat tulungan hanggang sa buong masa na yung matutulungan. So, I'm after national ID. It will make our system very much organized at mas mapapadali mabigay yung tulong sa mga Pilipinong nangangailangan, lalo na sa mga panahon ngayon na humaharap tayo sa krisis. Thank you so much for that question. Okay, another question. Okay, ito, very light question. From Sander Russell, anong height mo? I'm standing at 5'7". 5'7" po ako. Ang height ko, medyo above average siguro for a woman. Okay, another question is, advantage ba yung pagiging matangkad sa pageant? From Sander Russell. For me, it's an advantage kasi, lalo na kung matatangkad yung mga kasama mo. Ay, hindi. Advantage siya in a sense na madali ka makikita. You will immediately caught the attention of everybody. Kunyari, pinagsama-sama kayo lahat, at ikaw yung pinakamatangkad, ikaw yung unang mapapansin. So for me, yun lang yung tingin ko na advantage, ng isang matangkad na candidate sa isang beauty pageant. Mabilis kasi siyang makikita. Pero nevertheless, kung ikaw naman ay bilib na bilib at confident sa sarili mo, it will eventually radiate. So parang for me, iba pa rin yung, kasi kung matangkad ka but you're not confident about yourself naman, hindi ka magsha-shine eh. Ang magsha-shine eventually at magsa-stand out among a number of girls maybe na nakatayo is someone who believes in herself and is very much confident kung ano at sino siya. Thank you. Another question. Any realization during pandemic? So it's like from Daniel Gray. So for me, ang realization is like a learning. What I've learned is that we are not invincible. Regardless of who you are as a person, whether you are rich, successful, poor, or celebrity, or even an ordinary person, the world is not permanent and no one is exempted by the virus. So the right thing that we should do right now is to, I said a while ago, to practice the value of Filipino value of bayanihan. Let's unite because we're on the same boat right now, rowing together to be able to reach that destination. And if one or two will not cooperate, it's either we will not reach the destination or the worst is we will all sink together. So that's my realization. That ngayon, patas-patas tayo lahat. Walang mayaman, walang mahirap. We are not invincible. This world is not permanent, and we should unite for able to surpass this crisis. Thank you for the question. Okay, while waiting for other questions, I wanted to share to you about my municipality, ATIMONAN, Quezon. So ATIMONAN, Quezon is a first-class municipality in Quezon Province. It actually boasts wonderful natural resources, untainted waters, unexplored caves, and century-old trees. It's actually the primary eco-tourism destination in Quezon Province. And my last visit in Quezon, in ATIMONAN, was before the lockdown. I was supposed to be there to shoot my eco video, but unfortunately, we didn't take the risk already because meron na ngang lockdown. So sa ATIMONAN, there's a lot of beautiful places that you will visit, that's very potential for an eco spots na maging sikat dito sa buong Pilipinas. We have around 68,000 population, and our leadership right now is under Mayor Rustico Mendoza. Hi, Mayor Tikoy! Maraming salamat po sa suporta niyo po sa lahat ng mga Atimonanins because Atimonan is COVID-free. So, thank God we're still COVID-free. Maraming salamat sa LGU namin sa pagpapatupad ng mahigpit na polisiya sa stay at home, sa lockdown. And of course, sa mga Atimonanins din, sa kapwa Atimonanins ko na who is cooperating. So, I hope that this will be actually a good example for everybody na it's still possible. The cases will still go down if we will just continuously support and cooperate with the policies and the protocols and take the precautionary measures, lalo na ngayon na may crisis. Kasi posible pang maging COVID-free ang Pilipinas. And we're still hopeful for that. So, Atimonan, Quezon, our economy is sustained by agriculture and fishing. So, meron din po kami mga seafarers. And yung landmark namin, we can easily be identified because of we could be easily identified because of the mermaid. Because kung meron pupunta po kayo ng Quezon, madadaanan niyo yung Maharlika Highway. Along the shore, may kita niyo yung statue ng mermaid above the rocks, traversing the Maharlika Highway. So, sikat din po ang Atimonan dahil sa sirena. Okay. So, I think we have a question. Dito yung kapatid ko, siya po yung aking assistant this afternoon. Okay, from Alex Reyes. Do you think beauty pageants are still relevant in times of crisis like we're having right now? Yes, absolutely yes. You know, for me, beauty pageants and beauty queens serve as an inspiration and a tool to spread rightful informations. I've been seeing former beauty queens, reigning beauty queens, even my fellow delegates in Miss Philippines Earth, using their own initiatives and their platforms to spread awareness, to spread rightful information, and to be of help to our fellow kababayans who are in need. Some of us are doing online drives to be able to send help. Some of us, even me, I've been using my social media platform to continuously encourage my fellow kababayans and spread rightful information because I hate fake news. So yun yung nagiging relevance ng beauty pageants and beauty queens right now. They spread actually an inspiration and encouragement to everybody that we can surpass this as a whole nation. There's a beauty behind this, and we just have to see the silver lining. We just have to be positive, optimistic that this will end if we will just unite. Thank you. Okay, another question from Webster Calderon. What do you think is the biggest problem that Earth facing today? For me, the biggest problem that our Earth is facing today is the people lacking concern about our environment. Honestly, there are still people who chose to be blind. They're already seeing a lot of environmental problems. Mother Nature is already crying and sending us message, but we chose not to listen to it and continuously do bad habits that will eventually hurt our environment. As what Ms. Karen Basco said, apathy, for me, lack of concern is one of the major problem of our Mother Earth. The only thing that we can do right now is to start a little, to do something that will contribute to help lessen the problems around us. Change your lifestyle, do some small things that could be of help and could turn you into an eco-friendly human being. It doesn't have to start in a very big and huge programs you could actually start inside your homes, conserving your water, conserving electricity. Everything is possible. You know, small part is a start. So for me, the biggest problem of our mother nature is us lacking concern, but we can still do something about it. Thank you. Next question. Are you in favor of total lockdown in our country? From Tintin. Hi, Tin! For me, it takes a lot of things to be considered. But since I've been seeing, honestly, on my personal point of view, if that is what this country needed, then so be it. It depends on our government. I know that they've been looking at the information, the statistical numbers of cases every day, and how does the people are taking the policies that they've been implementing. I've been seeing, I won't just mention any places anymore because I'm afraid that people will just get angry if I mention their places, but I've saw several pictures and posts through Facebook that there are still people who don't follow the stay-at-home policy, who's not practicing social distancing. And I can see that the government is trying their best not to give people hard times and struggles already, since it's already hard times. But, you know, we need discipline. And if total lockdown will just make and solve our problems, so be it. I'll just give my full trust and support to our government, because I know that what they just wanted is for the welfare and the good of all people in the country. Thank you. So another question is from Uwikol Lucho. What are your contributions for this pandemic? So I've been very much active right now through through online donation drives. I've been helping my friends in supporting them to get funds for their online donation drive, since as much as I wanted to go out and go to volunteer to my organizations and to other friends who needs help, it's so hard for me because of my location right now. Andito po ako sa kabundukan ng San Mateo, Rizal. Transportation is very hard here. I needed to get some permits, and marami pa akong checkpoints na pagdadaanan because galing pa ako ng Rizal. So, dadaan pa ako ng Rizal, ng Marikina, ng Quezon City. Marami pa po akong pagdadaanan na permits. And I wanted to take consideration also that I am with my grandfather right now, living in the same roof. My grandfather is 83 years old right now, and we know that our elders are one of the vulnerable people na sa virus. So, right now, I've just been very active through online donation drives. I've been helping my organizations, the Red Whistle, also in helping our PLHIVs to get their ARVs, their medicines, since they are also vulnerable to the virus and they can get out to get some medicines. So everything is online, and I encourage you also, you don't need to go out and be volunteer, kasi alam ko naman po na lahat tayo ay nag-iingat. And we also want to protect our loved ones. But you could do simple things such as helping mag-post kayo sa social media nyo ng mga layouts and templates ng mga donation drives na nakikita nyo online, yung mga legit and verified po ha, para po maiwasan din natin para totoo lang din po yung suporta na mabibigay natin. And of course, to spread useful informations, para naman po matigil na yung fake news. And people will not be of fear and panic, kasi sobrang hirap na nangyayari ngayon sa mundo para madagdagan pa ng mga fake news na hindi naman na nakakatulong sa ating mga kababayan. Okay, very serious mga questions. You can ask me also personal question, guys. I encourage you to ask me personal questions about me, about ATIMONAN as well. I will answer that to the best of my ability. Okay. Okay, question. Why you should be the next Miss Earth? From Flo Edubos. I should be the next Miss Philippines Earth because I believe that I am good and willing spokesperson. I have volunteered into different charities, organizations that spreads awareness, and environmental organizations to help me equip with the knowledge and tools that I could use to become an effective Earth Angel. I know and I believe that Miss Philippines Earth is not just about the glamour, and there are also responsibilities at stakes. But I believe, and I wanted to use the Miss Philippines Earth platform as an avenue to further also not just my causes and environmental causes, but also to help them spread awareness about the things that's been happening around us and about our mother nature. And I am up for that challenge, and I'm ready for that responsibilities at stake. Thank you. Another question from Alex. How can you tell a person, what will you tell a person who's suffering from self-distress in this pandemic to feel better about themselves? You know, I can really relate to that because honestly, about a week ago, I feel so down also. Sobrang hirap na makulong ka and you feel constrained and you feel like you're close into a prison. You wanted to do a lot of things but you feel constrained because of this pandemic. But what I would wanted to tell to that person and to everyone who feel down and distressed, we are on the same boat right now. We are rowing together to that certain direction. I know that we are struggling a lot, having a hard time, but we just have to see always the brighter side of it. As long as you're still waking up every morning, know that you have a purpose. Don't waste that time and that purpose given to you. Don't waste that life, another life given to you. We are all in the same boat, rowing together to that certain destination. If one or two of us don't cooperate, we will not reach the destination. We'll sink together. So we have to unite and just cooperate. There's nothing wrong if you can't think of a plan and suggestions on how to help our government solve this crisis. Just cooperate. Stay optimistic. We will surpass this adversity. Thank you. Okay, next question. Okay, since we're still waiting for another questions, hi! I would like to greet Daniel Richards Decano from Baguio City. Hello! Kamusta po? Pasensya na kung hindi ko nababasa yung mga pa-shoutout. I've been busy answering questions. Hi to Mami Chris from Antipolo City and to Baby Kara. Thank you so much po. I just wanted to commend Mami Chris for she's been very active in doing some relief, to giving relief goods to our fellow kababayan susini, lalo na po sa Antipolo. Maraming salamat, Mami Chris. Isa po kayo sa mga Pilipino at mga tao na kailangan natin ngayon. Kailangan natin ng mga, let's display act of heroism at this moment. No matter how simple it is, it could be a great inspiration and help to everybody else. Maraming salamat po at sa lahat po ng ating frontliners, sa aking mga kababayan na gumagawa pa rin po ng mabubuti kahit sila po din ay hirap. Maraming salamat po. Saludo ako sa inyong lahat. Okay, so since there's still questions, I think meron pang mga puro po ito. Hi Alvin! Thank you so much. Hi Daniel! Hi Tin! Hi Francis! Hi to my fellow kababayan Lindelio Pasamba. Hello po sa inyo. Thank you so much guys for staying with me and being with me this evening. Okay, I have a question here. If you were given the opportunity to talk to the President Duterte about the crisis, what would it be and why? According to Jem Miza. I know that President Duterte knows more about the crisis more than me. And the only thing that I just wanted to talk is, President, hanggang kailan po ba ang lockdown? That's the question in my mind right now. And paano nyo po na-overcome ito? Nakakatulog pa ba kayo? That's the only thing I wanted to ask him, personal questions, because I can see, and it's very visible to him every time that he's doing his speech, that he seems so tired. And regardless of the things that have been thrown at him, the negative things, I know na that specific time, ang gusto ko lang siguro ipagaanin ng loob ng ating presidente at wag nang dagdagan pa ang problema niya dahil alam ko naman that he's doing the best efforts that he could to solve this crisis. Mas gusto ko na lang na kamustahin siya at tanungin ko hanggang kailan ang lockdown. So that wala na ding questions na naglalaro sa isip ko, and I could already plan the things that I would wanted to do after the ECQ and how to be of help more to the people around me. Thank you. Okay, another question from LJS Guerra. Hello po sa mga kapwa ko ATIMONANins. Okay, question. Paano mo po maihahantulad ang sirena ng ATIMONAN sa'yo? Okay. Very interesting yung question na yan. Para sa akin, mahihahalin tulad ko ang sirena ng ATIMONAN sa akin. Si Isobel ba yan? Kasi Alam ko si Isobel yung pangalan ng sirena na linagay natin doon sa fish garden. Fluid. I would want to compare myself to a mermaid because of her pagiging fluid. Very graceful under the water na parang for me as a person, kahit nahihirapan na ako with the things happening around me, I just go with the flow and just continuously swim hanggang makarating dun sa direction na gusto kong tahakin sa buhay. Kahit rough yung waves or smooth yung waves, I'll still swim gracefully at with all my efforts para makarating doon sa direction na gusto ko. Thank you, Ma'am LJ, for the question. Okay, so I think I'm still waiting for more questions. And maraming salamat sa mga tanong nyo. Pasensya na po kung after this ay hindi ko masagot lahat ng tanong, but I'm still willing to answer that questions with the best of my ability. So, according to Harold Rodelas Pintano, Hi, Miss Philippines Earth. Hi po, what is the beneficial effect of this pandemic to environment? Can you please cite an example if you've seen one? Salamat po. Okay, actually very popular, nag-trend to nung, I think 3 weeks ago, that the things that's been happening around us, lalo na sa environment, has been very magical, including one of those sa Italy. Yung Venice Canal nila ay sobrang clear na ng water because na-stop yung mobility ng mga tao because of the lockdown. Dito sa Pilipinas, mas clear na ang Manila Bay. Mas naging visible din ang Sierra Madre and Himalayan mountain range sa India. So there's a lot of good things that's been happening sa environment natin because of this pandemic. That's why, actually, yun na lang yung pinaghuhugutan ko ng motivation every day. Na kahit nagsistruggle ako, the advantage of that, or maybe the blessing behind of this thing is that nakakahinga ang ating environment. Mother Nature is now breathing because of the economic interruptions and the lockdown. So I think this is the best time also for everyone and every one of us to reflect on this. Are you becoming a responsible human being in this world? If you still wanted to see that change, that amazing change, what can you contribute on a daily basis? It doesn't matter how big or small it is, but what will we do after this pandemic? It's not just maybe a realization for me because I've been very active nowadays in becoming an effective earth angel, but I know that in every one of us, inside of us, there's a sleeping earth angel inside of us, and this is the time for us to wake up and do something about it. Thank you. Another question from Harold. What do you know about ATIMONAN and how it is beneficial to you carrying the name of the town? Okay, just to give you a little bit of story. So, everyone kasi knows that I'm also a Bicolana by blood. Because so both of my parents are from Bicol. But, little they did know that I have a lot of relatives in ATIMONAN, Quezon. It just so happened, actually nung mga bata ako, lalo na pag on the way kami ng Bicol, nagsa-stop over kami doon sa may Bitukang Manok. Meron kasi doon yung statue ng Nuestra Señora de los Angeles, malapit sa Quezon National Forest Park. So meron doon mga stores, lalo na pag mahaba ang biyahe from Manila going to Bicol, ang pinaka-stop namin is sa may ATIMONAN, Quezon. So we're stopping there, kumakain kami, nagpapahinga before kami dumiretso sa biyahe namin. Of course, I have a lot of relatives there. And I know that a lot of you have been asking me, why not Bicol? You know, I've been given a lot of opportunities before to represent my Bicolano relatives and my Bicolano lineage in the national pageants. So why not this time ATIMONAN? I just wanted to make my relatives there, they're happy and proud of me, and I know that there's a lot of things that ATIMONAN can offer to every one of us since we are the primary ecotourism destination in the Quezon province. So, marami pa po kayong malalaman about ATIMONAN dahil I'm willing to share that to you in the next few of days, lalo na po sa journey ko ngayon dito sa Miss Philippines Earth. Another question po from Mikey Herrera. What core value do you think a good MPE queen should possess? For me, one good value or characteristic that an MPE queen should have is a dedication to be of help. A good heart. You know, when you have a good heart, regardless if you have a beautiful face or a very smart mind, but if you don't have that good heart, you don't have anything that will push you to do things for the other people and for the nature, for the surroundings. Because that dedication in your heart will eventually push you and motivate you to continuously do good things around you. So for me, it should be a good heart and dedication. Kasi we all know that Miss Philippines Earth is not just about glamour. There are responsibilities at stake. And it will take a dedicated person to be able to ready herself for the challenge and to fulfill those responsibilities. Thank you. Okay, another question from Hero. Hi, Hero. Since nag-join ka na sa Miss Philippines Earth 2017, ano ang bagong Shane Quintana Tormes na aabangan nila this year and what are the preparations? Pagdating sa pagbabago, ang masasabi ko lang, sobrang dami. I'll be honest enough with you that during my first, sa pag-join ko noong 2017, it's more on selfish intentions. I just wanted to join for the sake of, okay, I wanted to join for experience and because I wanted also to travel that time, I got the knowledge. But mapapagod ka eh, because you know that you're not dedicated and you're not ready 100%. So ngayon, the only thing that I would want to share to everyone is that I know that the sequence of events happened to me during the past 3 years have eventually prepared me and complete me to the person that I am right now. The preparations I've been doing, continuously homework out, magbasa of course, for me to become knowledgeable enough about our environment and the problems existing, how could be of help, practicing to become an eco-friendly in my very small ways. Every day I'm trying to be. I'm not perfect. I'm still not that huge it could be an activist or eco-friendly, but I know that in my simple ways, living in this world, I'm trying my best to become a very responsible human being. So, yun yung mga pagbabago. Siguro more on maturity, and now I fully understand the responsibilities at stake to become the next Miss Philippines Earth Queen. Thank you, Hero, for that question. Okay, so since we're still waiting for some of the questions dito sa mga viewers natin, maraming salamat po. Sorry if I can't greet every one of you. I-continue natin ang pag-introduce ko sa inyo sa aking municipality. So ATIMONAN, we have, since we are the primary eco-tourist destination in the Quezon province, we have a lot of tourist destinations. So meron kami, ang pinaka-favorite ko actually, honestly, sa inyo na masishare is yung Pinagbanderahan Summit. It's located at the Quezon National Forest Park, malapit po sa Bitukang Manok. And doon, it's actually a 2.5 kilometers walk. It will take 1 to 2 hours na walk para sa mga beginners. Feeling ko sa mga professional, it will just take about 1 hour. It's very beautiful because of its century-old trees and its historical value. Just for you to know, I've been there twice already this year. I've actually been planning to go the 4th, 5th, but unfortunately there is a lockdown. During my 2 experience going there, I've enjoyed it so much and it's very beautiful. Protected po ito ng DNR and sobrang thankful po ako sa LGU ng ATIMONAN because they've maintained yung cleanliness ng Pinagbanderahan Summit. There's a lot of century-old trees. And yung trail po niya, on the very first part of the trail, it's easy already because kinon-create na po nila yung daanan. But on the middle part, since they wanted to maintain the historical value of it, medyo mahihirapan lang ng konti because of the steepness. Pero kayang-kaya pong lakarin yun ng mga taong mahilig sa nature trips. And of course, kahit po sa mga gusto po mag-pilgrimage because it's very beautiful at the summit. Ang ways po nun, ang trail po niya, if I'm not mistaken, during 1930s po siya ginawa. So, na-experience niya po ang period ng American and Japanese, during the colonial period of American and Japanese. So, nag-raise sila ng flags doon until 1946 when Philippines were able to reclaim the country from these colonizers. So kaya po siya tinawag na Pinagbanderahan Summit kasi doon binandera ang flag ng Philippines after po nating manalo sa revolution. So sa taas po sa summit, sobrang visible po ang Mindoro, Marinduque, Mauban Power Plant, and of course, Mount Banahaw. Makikita nyo po lahat, sobrang ganda. I wish I could actually show you some of the pictures, but unfortunately, I'm using my phone right now, and this is where the pictures are. But there's a lot of beautiful places. Meron po kami mga unexplored caves. There's Aloco Falls, Carinay Falls, and Bantakay Falls is one of my favorites sa Barangay Catalina. Maganda din po yung hike doon and yung ways. Actually, dinedevelop na po yun ng aming LGU para po mas marami at mas mapabilis po ang pagbisita ng mga turista. Of course, following pa rin po ang sustainable eco-tourism na advokasya po ng aming LGU. Sustainable development and sustainable tourism pa rin po ang priority ng aming LGU. So, yun po yung mga isa lang sa mga tourist spots na makikita nyo doon at marami pa pong iba. So, for me, it's just 5 to 6 hours away from Manila if you're going to ride a bus and 4 to 5 hours if you're going to take a private vehicle. So I'm hoping that all of you could visit my municipality, ATIMONAN. After maybe this ECQ, after the lockdown, we could more appreciate Mother Nature at its best and have a reflection there kung paano tayo mas magiging responsible traveler. And if we wanted to let that beauty be visible and be witnessed by the future generation, I think visit eco destination and everything will change. Lahat ng principles nyo about life will eventually change. Thank you. So we still have another question. How will you like to be remembered? Ang ganda ng tanong. Okay. You know, I would really love to be remembered as someone who become someone who's very influential in good ways. Siguro influential in terms of being active sa charity and involvement in the environmental organizations and other charitable works. I'm really looking myself that my purpose in life is to be of help to my community. It doesn't necessarily if mayaman ako or whatsoever if I have a lot of money, but in whatever means that I can, I wanted to help. So I wanted to be remembered as someone who's influential in terms of doing charity works and spreading awareness and helping certain organizations to further their causes. Thank you. Okay, another question. From Faith Chavez, who is the most influential person in your life and why? Okay, the most influential person in my life is my grandmother who already passed away way back 2010 because my grandmother and my grandfather raised me. Yung lola ko, si mama lang, she's the one who opened me up in doing charity works ever since 9 years old ako. So she'd been including me to her charitable works and we've been doing this hand in hand until her death noong 2010. So my grandmother actually has been dreaming me to become a beauty queen. I'm so happy that my angel up there whispered na siguro kay Lord na i-allow me to pursue that dreams, not just for her but for myself as well. And I'm really happy that beauty pageants have eventually lead me into becoming the purposeful person that I am right now. Thank you. Bilang ATIMONANin, from Wilbur, hi, E-boy. Bilang ATIMONANin, sa paano mong paraan maipagmamalaki ang ating bayan sa buong Pilipinas at sa buong mundo? Siyempre, may pagmamalaki ko ang ating bayan ng ATIMONAN by continuously posting pictures and spreading good things about our municipality. I've been using my social media platforms very actively in the past few months because I've been traveling actually before the lockdown happened. I've been traveling January and February. It continues. It's like my vacation took earlier this year. And I've been posting pictures because I just don't want people to just see the beauty of it, but also to know that this kind of beauty really exists in our country. You don't have to go out of the country to see such beauty, but there are also beautiful and magnificent natural wonders that you could visit here in our country, and one of those can be found in our municipality in ATIMONAN. At maraming salamat dahil ang mga ATIMONANIN at ang ating LGU has been helping each other in how to preserve these wonders around us, because we know that this is not just helping us in our economic prospects, but will also help us to make our place very known also in the whole country, in the whole world. Thank you. Okay, next question from Charles Clarence. You have a lot of beautiful traits. Thank you. Question is, anong ugali mo ang sa tingin mong di maganda sa'yo? Thank you. Parang mahirap ata sagutin yun, ha? Okay, feeling ko, ang hindi siguro maganda, minsan masungit ako. I don't think so if people will believe that, because they've been seeing me that very approachable and very loving to people. But siguro yung pagiging masungit at times, siguro dun ko lang na-embrace yung yung pagiging babae ko, yung pagiging masungit. Maybe because of mood swings na lang din, because of, may mga times, period of time sa isang buwan na hindi natin maiiwasan. Pagiging masungit, I don't know if it's a bad trait at all, because alam ko naman na lahat tayo, meron din tayong sungit factor. Pero hindi ko alam kung yung pagiging masungit ko is medyo masama at nakaka-apekto na sa ibang tao. So, yun lang. Thank you, dun sa question. Okay, we have still another question from Harold. Last question for now, kasi gusto ko pa pong magpa-games. And marami pa akong gustong i-share about my municipality. So, you could answer the questions I've prepared for you this afternoon. So, I have my last question is, do you have a page or FB or Instagram where I could follow you? Nako. Okay, my Instagram, I have an Instagram and Facebook. I don't have Twitter po. So, my Facebook is Shane Quintana Tormes. You could add me there. And my Instagram account is @ShaneyTormes. So, doon nyo po makikita yung mga pictures po ng mga travels ko this year and the past few years. So, if you wanted to have an idea where is your next destination, follow me on Instagram and I'll show you where is that best place to go and visit to. Okay, I think we're ready now. So, I would like to share more information, little information na lang before I give you my questions this afternoon at magkaroon ng chance manalo ng papremyo. Ito na, ang lakas na maka-host itong ating live. So, ATIMONAN is actually, ATIMONAN, yung name po ng ATIMONAN, derived, sabi nila may tatlo po silang historical na, may tatlong kwento. First one, galing daw po ito sa pangalan ng isang puno ng pangalan ay Atimon. Nasabi nila it's very prevalent during that time and served as to many uses sa mga residente before. But because it's already extinct and non-existent, its non-existence could not be accounted for it. Sabi naman din po ng iba, galing daw po ang pangalan ng Atimonan sa Atimon. At atin muna, na ang ibig sabihin ay for us to unite. And ang pinaka-popular daw po na pinanggalingan ng pangalan ng Atimonan ay ang pangalan po na ang nickname ng ng aming leader before na si Simeona Mangaba or tinatawag naming Ate Monang. So dahil daw po before during the colonial period, pag meron daw po mga pumupuntang visitors, usually ang sinasabi ng mga locals ay, asan si Ate Monang? Kasi si Ate Monang daw po ang hinaharap nila dun sa mga visitors. Since siya po ay naging famous because of her unquestionable leadership sa buong bayan ng Atimonan. So, i-memorize nyo po yun kasi baka yun isa sa mga pwedeng i-question ko mamaya sa inyo para manalo kayo ng 100 pesos worth of load. Okay, I think ready na po tayo ngayon since as much as I want to answer all of your questions, this is the best time, I guess, for me to give you at magpa-games. Okay. Para po sa aking unang tanong. So, ito po ang magiging natin, mechanics. Kung sino man po yung pinakauna kong makita dito na viewer na nagbigay ng sagot sa akin na tama, siya po ang pipiliin ko. And ipapalista ko na lang sa kapatid ko yung pangalan para po makuha namin yung number mo at bibigyan ka namin ng 100 pesos na load. Okay. Ready na ba kayo? Okay, my first question. Sinulat ko yun sa notebook ko para ready ako. My first question is, what is the name of the tree, yung puno, that's said to be where the name of Atimonan got its name from? So, ano po yung pangalan ng puno na sinabi ko sa inyo kanina na sinasabi nilang pinanggalingan ng pangalan ng Atimonan? So, yung pinakauna pong viewer na makikita ko na may tamang sagot, siya po ang mananalo ng 100 pesos na load. So, nakita ko dito, Alfred Atimona, no, wrong! According to Mikey Herrero, Atimonan, no! Okay! Ay, nakita ko na yung tamang sagot. Okay, congratulations, Mami Edward Pascual. Dahil ang tamang sagot ay Atimon. Yan po ang pangalan ng puno. Okay, Mami Edward. Okay, just to greet Mami Edward. Maraming salamat, Mami Edward, kasi po siya po yung napakagaling kong makeup artist na tumulong sa akin this for my journey sa Miss Philippines. Maraming salamat, Mama Edward. And of course, thank you din po kasi isa ka din po sa mga sobrang active sa pagtulong at pagbibigay ng relief sa ating mga kababayan, lalo na sa panahon ngayon ng krisis. Thank you so much po, Mami Edward. And congratulations, nanalo ka ng loan! Dahil dyan, mamaya po, i-message ka po namin paano po namin makukuha ang inyong number at ibibigay sa inyo ang inyong 100 pesos worth of load. Okay, ang ating pong prizes ay sponsored po ng ating LGU ng Atimonan. Thank you so much po, Mayor Ticoy Mendoza. Maraming salamat po for supporting me this afternoon. Kay Nestler, thank you so much po. Okay, pa-shoutout daw kay Alfred. Hello, Alfred Tapel. Okay, next question. Meron po tayong 4 questions. Kunin ko lang aking mahiwagang notebook. Ano ang pangalan ng what is the nickname ni Simeona Mangaba? Ano po ang nickname ni Simeona Mangaba na sinabi na isa sa mga popular na names na pinagkuhanan ng pangalan ng Atimonan? Game! Okay. Antayin ko po ang pinakauna mga kasagot. Okay. Okay. Kailangan kumpleto ha. Okay, nakita ko na. Meron na pong nanalo. Ang nanalo ay si Cyrus R.L. Santander. Tama ba ako? Pakilista sa aking assistant. Cyrus R.L. Santander. Tama, ang sagot ay Atemonang. Yan po ang nickname ni Simeona Mangaba na sinasabing pinag-derive ng pangalan ng Atimonan. So, Cyrus, i-message ka namin or please message me so I could get your number at mabigay namin ang iyong 100 pesos worth of load. Okay, according to Mami Edward Pascual, sobrang bait niya talaga. Sabi niya, ibigay ko na lang daw sa iba ang price niya. So, I think, magbibigay ulit ako ng isa pang question. So, bali meron tayong 6 questions na ha. So, dahil yung unang tanong ko ay nasagot na, ay sige, ganito na lang para maging fair. Mami Edward, among my viewers this afternoon, mamili po kayo kung sino po yung gusto nyong pagbigyan ng inyong worth of 100 pesos load card. Kayo na po ang mamili. Kayo na po ang mamili kung sino po ang gusto nyong pagbigyan po ng 100 pesos load card. Sabihin na natin na yun na lang yung gift mo sa kanya this crisis. Ikaw na pong mamili niyan, Mami Edward ha. So, congratulations to Cyrus Santander. Ikaw ay nanalo ng 100 pesos load, worth of load. So, bibigyan ka namin ng, ibigay mo sa amin yung number mo. Please PM me so masend namin sa'yo yung load. Okay, another question. Exciting to. Okay, my question is, ano yung tawag sa bundok na eco-tourist destination ng Atimonan? Yung sinasabi ko sa inyong may historical value at kung saan winagayway ang bandila ng Pilipinas. Go! Game! Sino kaya ang mananalo? So, ano ang tawag sa bundok na sikat sa Atimonan, Quezon, eco-tourist destination kung saan kailangan kompleto? Kailangan kumpleto. Kailangan kumpleto. Okay, sige na nga. Kahit hindi kumpleto. Okay, meron na po tayo nanalo. Congratulations to Mikey Herrero. Pinagbanderahan Summit. Pinagbanderahan. Okay na yan. Kilala din naman ang bundok na yun sa pangalang Pinagbanderahan. So, congratulations to Mikey Herrero. Nanalo ka ng 100 pesos worth of load. Ba't ako yung sobrang saya? Okay, dahil dyan, kukunin namin na iyong number at papaloadan ka namin mamaya para mas marami kang data na magagamit lalo na ngayon at marami kang araw na may Facebook at Instagram. Congratulations! So, meron pa akong 3 tanong. So, Mami Edward, we're still waiting po na mamili po kayo kung kanino po natin ibibigay yung load po ninyo na napanulunan kanina. So, mamili lang po kayo sa aking mga viewers, yung mga active po na nagko-comment, mamili po kayo dyan. They deserve it. Okay. Our next question. Okay. Ito na lang. Personal naman. Ano yung height ko? Sige. What is my height? Since may nagtanong kanina, anong height ko? What is my height? That's very simple. So, yung pinakauna makikita ko, ang siyang mananalo ng 100 pesos worth of load. So, ang question ko po is, what is my height? Ayan, wala ko nakikita. Nakikita ko yung mga nagko-comment. Hello, Mami Edward daw from Alfred Tapel. Pinakita ako. Okay, congratulations to Daniel Prila. Congratulations. Wala ba tayong music dyan? Nanalo ka ng 100 pesos worth of load. Kunin namin, of course, meron naman tayo friends tayo sa Facebook. Kunin namin ang number mo at bibigyan ka namin ng 100 pesos of worth of load. Makakapag-Facebook at Instagram ngayong linggong ito dahil meron kang pambili ng data. Okay. Next question. Ilan na lang? Ilan na bang nanalo natin? Ilan na pong nanalo natin? Assistant? Ano? Nakalimutan niya. 4 na. Bali, 3 na sila. Tapos yung isa ay naantay na lang natin kasi si Mama Edward ay mamimili sa ating mga viewers kung sino yung pagbibigyan niya ng kanyang papremyo. Okay. Another question. Ano yung statue na makikita sa gilid ng Maharlika Highway along the shore pagpapunta ka ng Atimonan? Ito yung sinasabi nilang landmark ng Atimonan. Masasabi mong nasa Atimonan ka na pag nakita mo na yung landmark na yun, yung statue na yun. So, go! Ano yun? Ano yun? Ano yun? Para sa 100 pesos. Ayan na, may music na ako. Okay, ano ang statue na makikita along the shore? Para malaman mong nasa Atimonan ka na, ano yung landmark na yun? Okay, nakita ko na. Meron na nakasagot. Congratulations to Ira Ortiz. Sirena. Yan ang tamang sagot. Yes, tama po kayo dyan. Congratulations, Ira Ortiz. Nanalo ka ng 100 pesos worth of load. Pakilista po yung mga nanalo. Okay. Ira Ortiz, congratulations. Please PM us your number para mabigay namin sa'yo ang load mo mamaya. So, Sirena po ang landmark para malaman mo na nasa Atimonan ka na. Okay. We're still waiting for Mama Edward to choose ha. Kung hindi na makapag-comment si Mama Edward, magbibigay pa po ako ng isa pang tanong. So, for the meantime, ito po muna. Jezebel. Okay. One more question. Okay. Another question is, magbigay kayo ng isang falls na na-mention out ko kanina na makikita sa Atimonan. Ano ang isa sa mga falls na makikita sa Atimonan? Sinabi ko yun, ang dami kong sinabi kanina. Isa sa mga magagandang falls na makikita sa Atimonan. Please type in your answers at magkaroon ng chance manalo ng 100 pesos worth of load. Okay. Wala pa ako nakikitang sagot. Okay. Meron na ako nakita. Ito. Nauna, congratulations to JP Tundag. JP Tundag, nanalo ka ng 100 pesos worth of load. Bantakay Falls. Yes, at meron pa pong Aloco Falls, Karinay Falls, Bantakay Falls. Marami pa po silang falls doon sa ATIMONAN. Congratulations, nanalo ka ng 100 pesos worth of load. Yan, di ba sinabi ko sa inyo, kailangan maging attentive lang tayo sa mga details. Diyan tayo magkakaroon ng chance manalo this afternoon. So according kay Mama Edward, hindi niya na daw ibibigay yung load kasi nakita niya na daw na nanalo na daw yung kanyang pagbibigyan. So congratulations po sa ating 5 winners. Si Mama Edward Pascual, Cyrus Santander, Ira Ortiz, JP Tundag, and sino yung isa? Daniel Prila. Congratulations po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat po sa ating sponsors, of course, ng ating load, sa ang ating LGU from ATIMONAN. Maraming salamat, Mayor Ticoy Mendoza, and of course, Nestler, Wilber, LJ. Maraming salamat po sa mubo ng LGU ng ATIMONAN for, of course, being participating with us and sponsoring po yung ating mga prizes. So, I think this is the end of our FB Live for today. Okay. Meron pa intermission number. So, kakanta na naman po ako. Baka na naman magmamatay na naman tong live ko. Wait lang, inom lang ang tubig, ha? Okay. Since patapos naman na yung live, meron ako nabasa dito, mag-intermission number ka na muna. Okay. So, kantahin, ano bang pwede kong kantahin? Sige, yung ano na lang, kay Alicia, kasi yun naman yung pambato natin talaga. Sige, iba na lang yun. Natural Woman na lang. Kinanta ko to during one of my talent competitions before sa isang national pageant. Okay. You make me feel, 'cause you make me feel like a natural woman. Looking out in the morning rain, I used to feel uninspired, and when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind, but you're the key to my peace of mind. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. Ayan na! Diyan natatapos ang ating show. Oh my gosh! Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat for asking me questions. As much as I wanted to answer all of your questions, pero meron lang po tayong limited time. Shoutout daw muna kay Anthony Sudsudan. Hello! Kamusta po kayo? Okay, sige. Mag-alat ako ng at least 1 minute para batiin yung mga mababasa ko. Hi, Ira! Hi, Ate Isay! Hi, Paris! Hi, Ate Yogi! Ate Bubot! Hi, Alfred! Hello, Mark Kenneth Estacia Soriano! Hi, E-Boy! Hi, Jiro! Hi, Kelvin! Percy! Hello! Mark Kenneth Estacio! Maraming salamat po for watching me this evening, being with me, asking me questions. Hi, Brige! Hi, Sir Ed! Sige, magbati na kayo. Mayroon tayong 1 minute to do this. Hi, Javier Dan! To E-Boy, thank you so much po sa inyong support. Antonio, of course, I would like to say my thanks to Antonio Eder and of course Daniel Gray for inviting me to be here in Pageant Talk and do this live, allowing me to introduce myself and share some wonderful information about my municipality in ATIMONAN. Maraming salamat po for your questions. Abangan niyo pa po ako sa mga susunod kong FB Lives with other pageant portals. Tomorrow, meron po ulit ako at 6 p.m. Sana pwede kong banggitin dito. Okay lang ba, Daniel? Miss Earth Crown po, I have an FB Live tomorrow at 6 p.m. Doon po natin i-continue ang ating mga pag-games at wonderful na pag-uusap about our Mother Earth and ating sa magagawa natin dahil sa meron tayong crisis ngayon to keep ourselves healthy and safe. Maraming salamat po for supporting me, for staying with me. I really appreciate that. For more information at para po updated kayo sa mga gagawin ko at sa ATIMONAN na din, please follow me on my Instagram account, Shani Tormes, and my Facebook. Official Facebook ko is Shane Quintana Tormes and Facebook page is Marie Sherry Ann Tormes, ang aking kumpletong pangalan. Please guys, stay at home, eat healthy foods, practice healthy habits. Mas kailangan po natin ngayon na magtulong-tulong, mag-unite para po malagpasan natin itong krisis na ito. Malalagpasan natin ito kung sama-sama po natin itong kaharapin. Let's practice the Filipino value of bayanihan. Display act of heroism. Kahit po maliit na bagay na pagtulong sa kapwa at sa nangangailangan, malaking bagay na po yan. It will go back to you in 100 folds. Believe me. Hindi man po yung taong natulungan nyo, pero po yung nasa itaas, it will return to you in ways that you would never ever imagine. Maraming salamat po. Thank you so much, Pageant Talk, for inviting me. Anton and Daniel, thank you so much for being with me this evening. Saying my byes to you for now. Abangan niyo po ako sa mga susunod kong FB Lives. Tuloy-tuloy na po ito. Thank you so much po. And have a wonderful evening. Once again, this is Shane Quintana Tormes, your Earth Angel from ATIMONAN, Quezon, advocating for responsible tourism and reminding you that don't destroy what you came to enjoy. Thank you guys. God bless you. Mwah.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it away. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it away. Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna let it away. Tonight.
Hello everyone, I am Isobel Teano, your Miss Kuya Miss 2020. Our world is facing global health crisis, which is the COVID-19. And with this, my biggest salute and respect to all the frontliners who are risking their lives just for us to be safe. Let us all cooperate by just staying at home. Don't forget to wash your hands, drink your water, and take your vitamin C to boost your immune system. And most importantly, don't forget to pray, because I know that this virus is God's way to test our faith in Him. And let us all remember that our God is much bigger than this virus. Stay at home, do pray as always, and be happy amidst the crisis. God bless everyone.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it away. Tonight, we gonna let it away. Tonight, we gonna let it away. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it away. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it away. Tonight, we gonna let just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it away. Tonight, we gonna let it away. Tonight, we gonna let it away. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let
Hello! Good evening, everyone. Marhay na banggi po sa Indoga Boss. So now we're going to wait a little while until we have enough viewers. Kamusta naman po ang inyong gabi? I hope everybody is having a wonderful time tonight. Oh, there you are. Hello sa ating mga viewers. I actually come fresh from our Earth Day at Home session with Miss Philippines Earth 2020, where I got to chat with a lot of my different co-candidates for Miss Earth Philippines 2020. I hope you got to watch that earlier, especially for all the pageant fans here with us tonight. Hello po sa inyong lahat. Hi RJ, hi Jaylin, hi Marlon. How are you guys? So while we're waiting, I'd like to say welcome to everybody who joined me tonight. Thank you very much for joining us, especially today, because today is very special. For today is Earth Day. So happy Earth Day po sa ating lahat. I hope that we are celebrating Earth Day 2020 in a very meaningful manner. So, how was your Earth Day 2020? Mine was fun because I was able to spend a lot of time with my co-candidates, my Earth Angel sisters earlier, in a very rare chance to chat also with my ultimate Earth Queen, Miss Carla Henry, who is still as gorgeous, really, as she was almost a decade ago when she won the first Earth crown for the Philippines. And we were also joined by Miss Janelle T, one of also the best Earth Queens, in my opinion, due to the fact that she has been making some of the best projects I've ever seen, like Quarantine, where she is putting an effort to help our Filipino farmers from Benguet and Baguio to sell their products, especially during this difficult time in the enhanced community quarantine. Okay, we're having so many people tonight. Hi, Anton. Thank you very much. I did a live session with Pageant Talk a few days back, and I had so much fun with them. And I'm sure I'm going to have so much fun with you guys for Mississology. So, good evening. Thank you so much to Mississology, the team behind Mississology. Thank you very much for having me here tonight. I am beyond thrilled to be interacting, especially with the pageant fans tonight, because I know that Mississology Philippines is one of the best and most established pages in the Philippines, especially when it comes to pageants. So I am very honored to be here with you tonight, and I hope that we could have a fun and exciting discussion about what Earth Day means to you. I'll get down to the questions later after I discuss with you my environmental advocacy and after I give you very important reminders as we go on with our day and as we commemorate 50 years. Can you imagine 50 years of advocacy under the Earth Day movement? So let me just say hi to everybody. Hi, Marlon. Hi, Michael. Hi, Zedric. Kamusta? Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you so much. Today is Earth Day at Home. Hi, Rustam. Hi, RJ. I'd like to answer that, but maybe later. Hi, Mike. So, hello to everybody. Hi, JV. Hi, darling. So, before anything else, I'd like to share with you that as the Echo Angel from DARAGA ALBAY, my environmental advocacy is focused on Be Better initiative. The Be Better initiative aims to inspire people from my different communities in and out of the country to adopt a sustainable way of life in order to take better care of this environment, in order to build healthier environments for the general public. I believe that this advocacy is very important, especially nowadays that we are facing the global coronavirus pandemic. This disease is environmentally related because a lot of scientists agree that this disease arose from the fact that we as human beings have failed to respect biodiversity. We as human beings have failed to respect that some animals are clearly not meant to be eaten. And so, since we failed to respect that law, we are now facing this devastating reality that we have now the coronavirus, which could easily have been prevented if only we learned how to respect such laws. So I hope that through the Be Better initiative, we would be able to inspire people to take the time that they have, because we have so much time, especially during the enhanced community quarantine. We have so much time at our hands. And so I am inviting you, your family, your friends, your acquaintances, to take this time to examine your relationship with the environment and to realize that this is the time. Today is the time for you to be better, to have a better relationship with your environment, to be a better decision maker, to have a better sustainable life. And we can only do that if we would be able to reflect upon our actions and keep a sustainable mindset in whatever we do. May it be from the simple act of choosing what we want to eat up to the moment that we choose what kind of transportation we will be taking to get from one place to another. So my message for Earth Day 2020 is make every day Earth Day, and make that possible by adopting a sustainable mindset. In fact, later I'll be sharing to you some of the things that have helped me make the transition from the usual convenient choices that I used to make to making that commitment to having a sustainable way of life. So, moving forward this Earth Day 2020, I also want to invite all of you to support me in a little pet project that I wanted to start today since it is Earth Day. You see, Earth Day 2020 is also about going back to the beginning. I don't know if you know about this. This is a trivia, but Earth Day started in 1970, and they started with their primary call for governments or for our leaders to realize that they have to prioritize environmental progress in order to build a better world. And with everything that's happening with us, with the coronavirus pandemic and the climate crisis we're facing, it is very appropriate for us to go back to this call, to go back to the realization that we need to tell our leaders that this is important. Environmental progress must be prioritized. So, in line with this call, I'd like to invite all of you here tonight to help me call out to our leaders for them to finally pass a law that will ban the use of single-use plastics in the country. So this would be a nationwide ban wherein the different single-use plastics will be prohibited uh, in every establishment in the country. So I hope that you'd be able to support this, and you might be asking me how you can do this by checking out my profile. And in fact, I'll leave a comment here on this thread later to share to you the petition that I've made in change.org, wherein I hope to gather at the minimum 50,000 signatures to help us move forward with this initiative. So I hope that you can support me, and I hope that we can work together for a better future, for a better country, for a better Philippines. Okay, so I think I can answer some questions. You can drop me a question anytime in the comment box. So let me check RJ Galos. If you can write your own law that everyone had to follow, what would be and why? I just said it, the single-use plastic ban nationwide is probably at the top of my list because number one, it's doable now. People are more open to the idea that we need to stop using single-use plastics. We've started the reuse revolution, and I am confident that even if we do this ban, despite the initial thinking that it's impossible because we've always had this thingy economy, right? We've always had the sachet economy. But I believe that with this law, with enough political will, I am sure that we would be able to inspire many others, especially the manufacturers, the companies who are creating the sachets, to finally find a way to provide another alternative to these sachets, especially in terms of providing refillable stations, refill stations for shampoos, you know, the sachet economy, right? Wherein we use so much of the thingy way of life that we buy one coffee for today, then tomorrow one coffee, one sachet. That kind of life, I know that we can swear off that kind of life by just having the political will and having this law. So help me sign that petition later. Shout out to Michael Lafuente. Hello. Hi, Zedric. Thank you very much. Yes, I hope you're having good vibes for having me on your screen tonight. Hi, JV. So what is the toughest question you've ever had to answer, and how will you answer it now? The toughest question I've had to answer is how far will you go to win the crown? Because for me, that's the ultimate test of faith, your faith in yourself, your faith in the system, and your faith in God. And for me, to be asked that question is to be asked to reveal really my deepest and most darkest desires. So, for me, I would answer that by saying that uh, being the mature person that I am now, then I would probably say that I am willing to go as far as my values will allow me, because I've grown up to understand that um, the end will never justify the means. And the journey is as much as meaningful as the victory at the end. So anything that happens in between until I reach that goal would be something that I would treasure and would also have meaning in my life. So how far will I go? Only until my values will allow. Hi, CMC. Oh, hello, Kublai. Oh, good evening, Alvin Paminyal, my batchmate from Genesis. Oh, hi, Mary June Gines. Hello po. And hi, Jager. Ah, okay. So, from Marlon, what is your philosophy or value that you hold dearest in life? Um, I think the philosophy I hold the greatest value over is that everything happens for a reason. It's really a mantra to me because it's the only thing that allows me to calm down, especially when things are already done and over with and the milk has been spilled and nothing can be done anymore. So for me, everything happens for a reason, and we can only do so much. We can do our best, but at the end of the day, we always have we always have to have a deep trust into what destiny holds for us. Oh, hi, hi, Tito Jim. Tito Jim from Jim Ryan Ross. They were the ones who were in charge of makeup for Miss World Philippines, which I joined last year. So, hello po. Congratulations on opening the shop in Taguig in BGC. I hope to drop by soon. Hi, Tita Mary. Hi, De Leon Leo. Oh, I have so much family watching. Have Tita Rowena and my kapatid Ram Barateta. Hi, Richard. Uh, hi, Zed. Thank you. Oh, I'm here. Thank you so much again for having me here tonight with Missology. Such huge respect for the page and the work that you do to make pageantry more peaceful, more about love, and less about bullying and less about politics, you know. So I'm very thankful for Missology. Thank you very much, Amir, for having me tonight. Hi, Leo. Good evening. And Deleon Leo. Thank you for appreciating my style tonight. So, just to show to you exactly how committed I have been the past few days or the past few months, ever since I made the switch to reusables, I'd like to show you. I just showed this in my daily eco activity with Miss Earth Philippines, and these are what you call reusable cotton rounds. I don't know if you can see that there. And these reusable cotton rounds is exactly what a beauty queen like me needs, because many of us, many of the young ladies in the pageant industry are really using makeup all the time, or well, basically we're all having some kind of daily beauty skincare routine wherein we will need cotton rounds to put lotion or cleanser or toner on our skin. And the amount of trash that we generate just by using the cotton rounds, the disposable ones, is a little bit embarrassing. So, being a sustainable queen, I started using this cotton rounds, which I got from Active Green PH. You could search them on Instagram. It's ACTIV Green PH on Instagram. You can search for them. They sell these rounds. They're completely washable, and if you take good care of them, you could reach up to several months of use. Imagine how much you could save. And if you're especially careful, this could last a year or so. So imagine how much you would save in terms of financially and in terms of environmentally just by using this cotton round. This is washable. So I got this from Active Green PH, and I have at least 4 of these lying around. So there. This is my first eco tip for tonight, because I want you guys to have eco tips, especially since it's Earth Day. From Leo Valena, what advice can you give to those kids or young people who are also being bullied or body shamed due to their physical appearance? You know, when I was younger, I used to be one of them. Because I was an introvert. I never really cared about physical activity because I was a little lampa. Because, well, I don't want to say it like it's an excuse, but I used to have astigmatism in my eyes, and I had it fixed now. I had LASIK, but before it was really hard for me to do much anything physical like sports, because I always had the tendency to hurt myself by falling down, hitting something. So I really got a little on the heavy side. So I wasn't doing much physical activity. And there was an incident when I was younger when they would bully me like, hey, fatty, stuff like that. Because my name's Fatty, right? And they can say, fatty, fatty. And it was very traumatic. And being bullied at a young age really does great damage to your self-confidence. And as a kid, that was really remarkable, or it was really something I couldn't forget, because it really destroyed the confidence that I had. I wasn't as friendly as I was supposed to be, so I guess that's why I have to say I'm a staunch advocate against bullying. But my advice that I can give to these children, to these kids, is Um, hold on, be patient, have faith that things will get better. Because it got better for me. I found, I don't want to cry. I found people who appreciated me for me. I found people who looked at me and didn't see the body, but saw the soul that was inside me. And I think the best side of it was it also allowed you to see people for who they really are without the pretensions, and you were sure that whatever friends you had around you, they were real and they were going to be there for you no matter what, no matter how you look, no matter how much you weigh, they would be your real friends. So just hold on, be patient, it will get better, and enjoy the added bonus of avoiding plastic friends. Thank you, Deleon Leo, for the compliment. Thank you, Zedric. What is the most interesting activity? Choose one. Are you talking about the eco activity? Because if it's the eco activity, the most interesting for me really is, I have to admit, it's the making the switch to reusables. Because there are so many things in our everyday life that is disposable. There are so many things that we're using just because it's convenient. And one of these things, so we go to my eco tip number 2, is utensils. I don't know about you, but when the lockdown, before the lockdown, when everything was still normal, when everything was still COVID free, one of the best decisions I've ever made is to stop using disposable utensils. So that's the knife, that's the spoon, that's the fork. And I had a long discussion with my parent because I know how hard it is to make that switch without having a conversation with the people at home, because they are also the ones who will be affected, because your family are also going to say, why are you always bringing that? And if you don't explain to them the importance of making the switch to reusables, then all your effort will not gain momentum. So I had a long talk with my mom, and thankfully, thank God, she understood the importance of making the switch. And I will show you now. She helped me actually look for the right reusable utensils. So this is my eco tip number 2 tonight. Find some time to find these reusable utensils. Mine are wooden. I'm not a big fan of the metal ones because sometimes they feel cold to my tongue. I'm the type of person who likes to eat my food hot. You know, I like coffee. I like having something to something warm to make sure that uh, my tummy is expelled of all the gases. So, so there, I'm just showing this to you. These are the wooden utensils that I have. So these are the usual spoon and fork. They're wooden. Then I have the knife to cut through. And I have this little spoon, which I use for my dessert, like fruits. And I have to say to you, at the beginning, it was hard. It was it was a new experience, but I didn't have a hard time acclimating to it because the wooden spoons, the wooden utensils is an acquired taste. And eventually, I just got used to it. And I'm sure that you will get used to it too. So if you're looking for the same utensils, then just check out Active Green PH. Or actually, you can just go online and search for these utensils. There are a lot of sellers interested in the green economy and sustainability marketing. And so I think it would be good for you to check out these different stores online selling these items. Okay. So we have Leo asking, why did you join Miss Earth Philippines? Well, we were discussing it, my mom and I was telling her, this was my last year in joining pageants, and obviously there were a lot of different pageants to choose from. But at the end of the day, I asked myself, which pageant would help me uh, give or affect the greatest change or have the greatest purpose. And examining all the pageants, I really came to the conclusion that of all the pageants, it's Miss Earth really that focuses more on a unique and definite advocacy. And that is the advocacy of protecting the environment. And as a person who has begun, I actually started the whole sustainability commitment a year ago. And as a person who was already fully committed to the cause of saving this environment, saving the planet, I suppose that it wouldn't hurt to continue it by becoming the Miss Philippines Earth 2020 and eventually, hopefully, Miss Earth 2020 and achieving my dream, my pangarap, which is to help environmental policies come into fruition, especially nowadays that we are facing the environmental climate crisis, and Philippines is already stuck in between these different environmental disasters happening right now. So that's the reason why. Okay. Marlon, do you think it's necessary to hire a pageant coach if you're serious about winning a pageant? To me, everybody has the right to do whatever is necessary for them to become comfortable enough to win the crown. As long as it does not violate your values, as I said earlier, how far will I go to win the crown? The boundary really is our values as a person. And as long as it will not violate those values that you hold dear in your heart, then I have to say that there's nothing wrong with hiring a pageant coach, because we have to also admit that we don't know everything. No one is all knowing and nobody is perfect, and everybody can grow. They have the capacity to learn and they have the capacity to improve. And if you're really serious about winning the crown, each to your own, do what you have to do. Hi, Michael. Alright, so should transgender women have the right or privilege to join Miss Universe or any beauty pageants? Well, transgender transgender women, for me as a staunch advocate of human rights, I believe that they're women. Okay, if the question is whether or not they're women, then I believe they are. They have the right to be considered women under the Constitution, and they have the right to be considered women for purposes of affording them their rights under the law. But when it comes to pageants, we have to understand that pageants are run by private entities and they're run by organizations. And so we must respect that each organization have their own decisions, have their own regulations, and we must learn to respect that. So for me, I have nothing against transgender women joining Miss Universe pageants, and it must depend on the rules and regulations of the organizations, and we must learn how to respect that. Okay. For Marlon again, what quality of women gives them an edge over men? Well, I realized this after some time working. Women have a certain edge over men because of their ability to multitask. I have not known many men who can multitask as well as a woman. A woman can do a lot of things at home, at work, all at the same time, and still not be frazzled, not be what call this, not be discouraged by the stress that they're facing. So I guess of the two genders, women are really more disposed to multitasking, and that is our golden edge. So, Marlon, what is the most precious gift that you've given to someone? The most precious gift I've given to someone is my time. I'm a very, very busy woman. I'm the type, the college girl you met who was an overachiever type who did more than a regular person could. And I did that. I studied, I devoted my time to studies, and I had extracurricular activities. I did pageants. So for me, the most precious gift that I could ever give anyone is the gift of time. And I think anybody in this world really it recognizes how much of a precious commodity time is. We have another question from Missology. Naysayers are accusing Miss Earth as a pageant that is only about planting trees for publicity. How can you prove them wrong? I think that I can prove them wrong when I get the crown. Because I think that the best way to really, respond to negative criticisms is to negate them through action, through example. And I can do that if ever I'm given the honor of becoming Miss Earth 2020. I would like to prove them wrong by proving that I will not focus on planting trees, because at this point, planting trees are important, but they're not the most important at this moment. The most important thing is to develop political will, to develop more environmental awareness amongst the public in order to guide them to ask their leaders to prioritize the environmental agenda. And that is what I want to do. That is what I believe Miss Earth Philippines and Miss Earth could do. They could lead by doing a simple act like the project I'm doing now, the petition signing, asking our lawmakers to prioritize the ban on single-use plastics nationwide. So for me, we can prove them wrong through example, through action. So next question, what do you think is the most urgent environmental concern that must be addressed right away, and why? I think you might think I'm like Sirang Plaka because I'm saying it over and over again. But I think, as a law student, I've always realized the value of repetition. Repetition, repeat, repeat, repeat something until we memorize it by the heart, until we inculcate it into our soul. So for me, the most urgent environmental concern right now is the use of single-use plastics by our countrymen. Because this is a serious problem since 2015. We have been identified as the third country in Asia to be the most the country with the most production of plastic waste that is seeping into the sea. And this is very serious because the amount of plastic that we consume every day is very disappointing, because it is contributing to the plastic pollution problem that has been plaguing the world globally. So I hope that we would realize that this is a serious problem, and we must address it now, because uh, it is doable. There are many alternatives, as I said before, as I've been showing you earlier. There's so many different alternatives that we can use, that we can do in order to stop ourselves from using single-use plastics, from using single-use anything. So I hope that you would realize, especially during the pandemic, that we are also faced with a big problem of the disposable face masks and everything disposable PPEs. And even though it's unavoidable because of the COVID-19 emergency, I hope that we will realize that we have to do our part in our homes in order to reduce the strain as the COVID pandemic is going on outside of our homes. Inside our homes, do your part. Adopt a zero waste lifestyle. Do what you can to stop yourself from contributing to the trash that our hospitals and our frontliners are accumulating. the questions are a bit so fast. So yeah. So question. So what is important for you? Life over money or money over life? No, you don't even have to ask me twice. It's always going to be life. Life is still meaningful, more meaningful than any money, any amount that can ever be given to you. So it will always be life. That is why, over the whole issue of the economic losses that we are dealing with because of the lockdown, I would gladly face the problem, the challenge of reviving our economy over the challenge of reviving our dead countrymen. Because that cannot be done. That is impossible. It will be impossible to save the people who are going to die or who are going to have the risk of dying just because we want to save our economy. So I hope that before we lift the before we lift the enhanced community quarantine in this country, we do so uh, with enough preparations to ensure that human life is still treasured and given the most importance. Thank you, Big. Hi, Melvin Tan. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so discussion. What do you think is the pressing problem of the earth and how will you help solve it? I think the most pressing problem of the earth is the lack of attention, or let's say the proper word would be the lack of empathy and the apathy that people have towards the environment. It's like people are ignoring the status of the planet. They're ignoring what's right in front of them. They will not uh, they will not want to open their eyes. They would prefer to turn a blind eye on everything that has been happening in our planet. And I think that's the biggest problem right now because it's all out there. I mean, the polar ice caps are melting. The air pollution is damning. uh, people are people are swimming in a sea full of plastic. We've seen that, but people are just turning a blind eye and refusing to see the truth, the reality that they have. And so I hope that eventually we will be able to open our eyes. We will be able to solve this problem by being determined, by being diligent in our campaign to end environmental apathy and encourage environmental learning. Because environmental literacy is the way to go. We must inform people of what's at stake. We must inform people of what is happening in this planet. Okay, so before we move forward, I have another environmental tip for all of you. I know you heard me earlier, we were talking about the sachet economy. So, a lot of the sachet economy that we are experiencing right now, which you might be guilty of, is because we like buying sachets when it comes to our beauty products. So, one of the beauty products that we usually buy in sachets is shampoo, right? Conditioner, right? So you can actually help yourself reduce the use of sachets when using shampoos or conditioners by shifting to the use of a shampoo bar. So this one I'm holding right here is a shampoo bar. It is not a soap, okay? This is not a soap. This is something that you use for your hair. So I'll do a little bit demo like that. I bought a bunch of these from Active Green PH also. So thank you very much to Active Green PH for supporting my environmental needs. And you could duplicate this by buying the shampoo bar, and I also have the conditioner bar. I just couldn't find it because I use conditioner more often. So for me, buying the shampoo bars can be a big of a huge leap Because as a woman, I always value my beauty products, especially the products that I put on my hair. So I know it can be quite challenging to convince you to make the switch, but I assure you the one that I'm using is the one with activated charcoal, and it's really nice, especially when dealing with dandruff, because I used to have a problem with dandruff, but when I use this is very efficient in dealing with that problem. So guys, tara, subukan nyo. It's a shampoo bar, conditioner bar. These things will help us save the environment. And look at my hair, diba? It's very healthy despite using shampoo bars. So please try using a shampoo bar. So we have had a lot of eco tips. How about you? What are the eco tips that you have? Maybe I missed something. Maybe there are new tips that you could share to me. So you could just drop them down at the comment box and let us know. So next question. Social media has allowed us to be informed and updated about this pandemic, but has also made us susceptible to fake news and mental anxiety. So true. Do you feel that social media is ultimately a positive or a negative? You know, in my 27 years of life, I have to say that nothing in this world is truly an ultimate positive and an ultimate negative. And the same can be said for social media. It is a double-edged sword. And for me, social media should be used with the right sort of balance. It's negative if you use it too much, and it's negative if you do not allow yourself to have the right mindset whenever using social media. The great thing about social media is that it has helped change the way we receive and absorb information. Everything in the social media era is fast, and everything can be done with a single click. And that is the greatest thing about social media. But it will only turn negative if we do not apply critical thinking, if we do not apply what we call reading comprehension, because so much of the fake news that we've been receiving right now is because of people who are not applying reading comprehension. So I encourage everybody to be on guard on social media. It's an amazing platform, but always remember that not everything is correct, is real, and fact checking is now an important part of our habits online. Marlon, if God will grant you one wish, what would you wish for? Pag-isipan ko pa ba? Well, guys, if there was one wish, it would be win Miss Philippines Earth. Miss Earth 2020 slash Miss Earth 2020. So that would be my greatest and ultimate wish for 2020, and I hope God will grant it for me. Are rejections and falling important in order, even if it's painful? Does it help you to grow as a better individual? Definitely. No, I think failure is only really the opportunity to begin again more intelligently. Failure allows you to take a step back and evaluate what could you have done better, and then you proceed to doing that better to get better results. And I think when one door closes, a lot of other opportunities really arise. So every rejection, every failure is really a great learning opportunity for somebody who recognizes that. So it's important because without failure, I really doubt that anybody would be able to grow into a better person. How can I see myself in the next 5 months? I see myself as Miss Philippines 2020. Pagbigyan niyo na ako, guys. It's really my dream. So, I see myself as Miss Philippines Earth 2020, competing for Miss Earth 2020. Thank you, Zedric. You know, I missed the questions from Missology. Sorry, guys. I know there are a lot. You can drop them again if I didn't answer that. No problem. All right, Marlon, if women were to rule the world by 2050, how different the world would be? I'm a feminist, and when I say feminist, I am a staunch advocate of equality for uh, both genders. So I'm not going to say that the world will be much better with women leaders, but I think by 2050, if women were ruling it, I believe that women would have a more empathetic government. They would have uh, a, a government that is inclined to know the general sentiment of the public and be able to address it in a very sensitive and transparent manner, because that's how women are. And I think that the recent COVID pandemic crisis has revealed such thing to be fact, especially with New Zealand, with their leadership, their woman leader, showing the world how it truly is different to have a woman at the reins of a government. So that's how I think it would be different. Hi, Sir Ron. So am I in favor of extending our ECQ? As I said before, our ECQ is there for a reason. It's there to help safeguard the majority of the Filipinos who do not have the capacity to take care of themselves, especially in terms of financially. Because if they get COVID-19, especially me, I don't have a million. I've heard of the different stories. They've been saying how expensive the bills got to be. And to be honest, I'm a regular person. I'm your regular girl, and I've been self-supporting since I was college. I cannot afford COVID-19, and so I I am not in favor of extending our ECQ because it's it's putting so much strain into our economy. But if they're not able to provide the right precautions in order to keep people safe, to ensure that the ordinary man, the ordinary person like me, won't be subjected to a high risk of contracting the disease, then we have no choice. We have to extend the ECQ because, as I said earlier, life is still important than money. It's better to deal with a failing economy than a rising death toll in our country. So that's my answer for the ECQ. Thank you, John Paul. What are your fears in life and how will you conquer it? My greatest fear in life is having regrets. I had I had it once in my life. I wanted to become a flight attendant. Before I get curious about what that regret is, I wanted to become a flight attendant. I never did come around to doing it because while I was waiting for the advice on whether or not I could apply to become a flight attendant, I got convinced by my mother to take the exam with the law aptitude exam of the University of the Philippines, and I passed, and the rest was history. But there are times when I still think about it. What if I did go and do it? Would I be a flight attendant now? And the regret is something I'm not comfortable with, and that is my greatest fear in life. To find something that I will greatly regret to the point that I wouldn't be able to move on with my life. And so that is why I have developed this attitude of always going for it, of doing it instead of drowning in regret. All right. So, do you think that the youth of today faces more pressure of performance than the previous generation? I think that I have to answer in the affirmative because the youth of today really have so much more advantages than the generation of yesterday. Millennials are not the generation of today, huh? Millennials are old already, and millennials are actually the old generation. But the new ones, the generation X, why am I saying it right? The new generation, the ones who are being brought up in this world with overload of information, with the length of reach that you get from social media, the information available online. So much is expected of them. They are expected to be everything the past generation was and more. So they are really facing great pressure, and I hope that they will be able to cope. And I think they are, because every generation are given the right kind of values and the right kind of traits in order to go with the times. That's why I have accepted that the new generation would always be greater than the past. Hi, Bonnie. Before we move on, I would also like to share the value of upcycling. Uh, we've always known about recycling. Do you know about upcycling? Because I've been working with street artisans, the School of Street Artisans. They hold classes in Manila. In fact, we went to Escolta, Manila a few weeks before the lockdown, and I was able to get these wonderful pieces of jewelry. Can you see that? So that's these two. And if you look much closer, can you see that? These are actually made from magazine pages. They roll, and these are made from beads from clothes that are that are ruined beyond repair. See? And this is what you call upcycling. It's giving new value to things that have lesser value. And instead of throwing away these items, the magazines and the torn dresses, you take the materials that you can and you turn them into something better, like earrings. Aren't they great? And for me, it's important for us to know that it's possible to upcycle, that it's possible to turn seemingly trash items into something that you would be able to use in your daily life. I'm not a big fan of fast fashion. I hope that we have removed that from our habit of supporting fast fashion trends. You know, fashion that can just be thrown after wearing it once, twice, or thrice. We must learn how to upcycle things, just like the way we did with the jewelry that we created. And at the end of the day, more than just recycling something, we must learn to upcycle it. So I hope that's. Oh, yeah, I still have one last tip for you guys. So let's answer a few questions before we end. So, what is the first thing that you will do after being crowned Miss Earth Philippines 2020? Well, I will, the first thing that I really want to do when I win Miss Earth Philippines 2020 is to launch a school caravan. I am a AB English graduate, so being a good communicator and being a good teacher to the youth is two of the things that I want to achieve in my life. And I think I can do that by being Miss Philippines Earth and going to the different schools in our country and teaching them the value of living a sustainable way of life. I think I can make it cool again in their eyes. And I would like to share to them the wonders of having a sustainable life and looking at your house and realizing that you have everything you will ever need. In fact, just to illustrate, since it's already 8 and I think I have to say goodbye in a bit, um, I was I was tasked by my mom to go out and buy some groceries for our supply, and we all have this paranoia in our minds that we have to be fully prepared, fully protected. And so, in order to do that, we need the right materials, right? So we had a face mask. I have a washable face mask, but it's in the laundry right now. I can't show it to you right now, but I have a washable face mask, and then I needed a shield, a face shield, because we wanted to avoid the water droplets, right? So my mom came up with a my mom and I came up with this very nice idea of reusing whatever is there at home. So you can see this is actually a part of a folder that I wasn't using any longer. And I was able to attach it to the inside of the hat. So I'm just going to show you. This is fully disinfected, don't worry, washed very well. So I just had to put it on, so you can see, and voila, I had a face shield. So guys, so many of the things that we can do to protect our environment is already within our hands. The most important thing is to change our mindset. Our mindset is the one thing that can make the difference. So, in conclusion, I would like to challenge each and every one of you that for this Earth Day, make the commitment. Make the commitment to be better caretakers of this earth, and to live a sustainable way of life. Our mindset is only as far as we decide. So I hope that you learned a lot during this live session, and I hope that it wasn't. I hope that the information that I shared with you would be retained, and I hope that you would be able to share it with everybody that you know, because guys, it's important. This is the only planet that we have left to live, and we must do what we can. We must do what we must. And we can only do that if we change our mindset. We say goodbye to the convenience that is chaining us down to a life that is reigned over by greed, by selfishness. And I hope that we would be able to do this not just for ourselves, but for the future generations. Magiging anak ng mga anak natin at magiging anak ng mga anak ng anak natin. So I guess it's almost time for me to go. So I'm going to scroll down a bit and see. Okay, I have a very, very nice question. This is going to be how I will end my session with Missology. I hope you guys had a wonderful time with me tonight. If you had a wonderful time with me tonight, please press the heart button, heart button, heart button. Press that heart button over there and share to me the love, share with me the good time that you had right now. So the last question would be, why would you be the next Miss Earth Philippines? I think that I would be the next Miss Philippines Earth because I would be able to fulfill the role of being the spokesperson of our planet with so much passion and so much determination. And I will bring everything that I have in terms of experience, in terms of connections, and in terms of hard work in order to make sure that at the end of the reign, we would have something concrete to see as an output. We would be able to see that, you would be able to feel that Miss Earth truly is the pageant that is for women who has a great heart and a great sense of responsibility for this planet. So thank you very much, Missology. I had a wonderful time with everybody. I thank you very much, Sir Ping Ventura, for the wonderful question. And everybody else, I can't anymore read. I can't anymore answer all the questions. But hi, Ave. Hi, Guli. Hi, everybody. It was a nice session. And I hope that you got to know me better. And I hope that you will support me in my journey in becoming Miss Philippines Earth 2020. Please follow me on Instagram. My handle is Patrixia Santos X. And you can also follow my page. You can like my page, Patrixia Santos for Miss Philippines Earth 2020. You can also check out Miss Philippines Earth, the official page, for more updates. We are very excited to find out how the pageant would be and when it would be. So please bear with the suspense, and please support our Earth Angels as we try to make the 20th edition of the 25th year edition of Miss Earth Philippines one to remember. So thank you very much, everybody. I love you. Thank you for making this a fun and memorable session. Good night.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out.